T3 of how my best friend of 10 years had me facing 5 years Fed time.
So Monday roll around, I get a call from her homegirl that she was working with at the doctor's office. Now, the only reason this girl got my number and I got her number is because we were friends on Facebook through the mutual acquaintance that we had, and we decided we were going to do this, like, we were doing some type of fast or some shit like that. So we were like holding each other accountable throughout the fast. We would, like, check in. Did you drink your, your juice or whatever? Boom, shit like that. That's the only time me and that girl had ever had a conversation. The only time me and that girl had ever had a fucking conversation. Goofy ass bitch. So she called my phone, Barbara, this is Shirley. And I'm confused because why you calling my phone? Now I answer, and time I answer, she like, Tanya, where you at? I'm like, what you mean where I'm at? Because, like, mind y'all, bitch, you don't know me to be calling me, asking me my whereabouts. Like, huh? And let me back up a little bit. I think the weekend prior, so I had talked to the agent earlier that week. I was supposed to go talk to him that following Monday. The weekend, like that Thursday or Friday, me and her had ended up getting into it about something. I can't remember what it was, but we ended up getting into it. Now, mind you, I had already told her before we got into it, like, because we got into it about whatever we got into it about. But earlier in the week, when I talked to him, I'd already told her. I told him I was going Monday, but I'm not going. So the weekend passes by. We don't talk at all that weekend. And so Monday comes and she got her homegirl calling my fucking phone. Like, bitch, you supposed to be my best friend. So why in the fuck is a third party ass bitch calling my phone inquiring about some shit that don't pertain to her? So I tell the girl, like, I'm at the doctor's office. What's up? And she like, oh, okay. Hold on. So I accidentally said her name, so I had to exit out her. I don't know where it left off at. Anyways, the homegirl ended up calling my phone. I'm at the doctor's office because I got a doctor's appointment. And she's supposedly at a doctor's office because she had a doctor's appointment that day too. Now, at this point in her pregnancy, she really going through, like, little complications and shit here and there for real. So she be in the doctor's office, like, twice a week, like, consistently, whatever, boom. So mind you, me and her got into it that weekend. We didn't talk the whole weekend. So when Monday come, your homegirl, your mutual, like, your homegirl that you met at the doctor's office, called me, asking me where I'm at. So after I get off the phone with the homegirl, I call her, like, I called her and it went to voicemail. Now I'm like, what the fuck really going on? This bitch done blocked me. So I ended up texting her and I'm like, call me. She called me. I'm like, oh, I thought you had blocked me because I was trying to say, what the fuck is going on? She like, no, I just had my phone on Do Not Disturb. I was at the doctor's office. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So I asked her how the doctor's appointment went, whatever, boom. Then I get to what I'm really calling about. Why is Kiara calling my phone? So she like, I don't know. I haven't even talked to her. And I'm like, so you ain't talked to her at all today? She like, no. Okay. So I'm like, well, why is she calling me asking me if I want to go talk to that man? Like, I don't understand. I really feel away because this ain't got nothing to do with her. I understand you inquiring with her about certain shit when it first happened, but this shit getting real now. Like, I don't need her calling my phone asking me if I went nowhere. If you got a question to ask me, you need to ask me. Like, this between me and you. I didn't even know she called you. She didn't tell me she was calling you. I just told her that I knew you were supposed to go talk to that man this morning and that we had an argument and I didn't know if you went or not. Now, let's make one thing very fucking clear. Been a real bitch from the beginning, gonna be a real bitch to the end. Never gave snitch, never gave throw you up under the bus, never gave none of that. So I'm like, why do you feel like you didn't know if I was going or not? When I had already told you last week I wasn't going. So at this point, like, yeah, because mind you, when I was hollering at my pharmacy friend and my lawyer friend, my pharmacy friend, like, once she started hearing about every time me and that girl would have a conversation, I would call the pharmacy friend back, like, every fucking time. So it was like, she told me, she's like, nah, Tanya, something ain't seeming right. Like, this shit just ain't seeming right. So she was like, I just feel like any conversation y'all have need to be in person. It don't need to be over the phone. You need to be in person. If it's going to be over the phone, you need to be recording it because at this point, I feel like she on some janky shit. So back to her copping a plea by her homegirl calling my phone. So I'm like, regardless of the fact, I told you I wasn't going. Like, we been best friends for 10 years. You feel like a petty ass argument gonna make me go fucking write a statement on you? So she just, I didn't know, you know, how you was feeling, da 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 da. That's when That's motherfucking when I knew this bitch hadn't did some shit. That's when I knew she hadn't did some shit. Because if we've been best friends for 10 years, you're my kid's godmom. You didn't see me beat a bitch. You didn't see me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen me fight a case and keep my motherfucking mouth closed because the other person kept their mouth closed. Like, you know how I'm coming. I'm solid to the death of me. So for you to be questioning the fact that I would do some janky ass shit over a petty ass argument is blasphemy to me. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I automatically tell myself right then and there, like, I ain't saying nothing else. I'm just about to start getting my motherfucking money together because clearly these motherfuckers on some bullshit. And mind you, I wasn't working at the time. So I'm like, okay, I feel like shit finna hit the fan. So I'm just about to start trying to get my bond money together. Y'all. Yeah, so I just really start like being real brief with her, like moving forward after that, because it's just like I don't really like energy don't lie, and the energy that you're giving off is giving tattletale, bitch. Is giving the wheels on the bus go snitch, snitch, snitch. That's what it's giving. Like, it's giving 1-800 I would like to report a crime. So from there, the agent, I guess, was feeling some type of way because I didn't come talk to him. So I think he called me 5 o'clock that evening, and I think I told him I had a doctor's appointment or some shit, and I forgot about it or something. I don't know. So mind you, I hadn't talked to him. Like, only thing we had said to each other was that he wanted me to come in for questioning in regards to a case that my name had been brought up in. Like, at this point, a month and some change done went by. So me and her, like, we fucking with each other, but I'm not fucking with her like that, for real. And I feel like she know that I'm not fucking with her like that for real, so she not fucking with me like that for real. Or it got to the point where, like, if she wanted to have a conversation about it, she would come do it in person. She stopped texting about it. She stopped, you know what I'm saying, like, talking on the phone about it. Like, if it was anything she had to say to me about the shit, she would come do it in person. And of course, you know, I engaged. So, let me think. So, all that being said, I'm asking her, like, because some of her mama like this. So I'm asking her off GP, like, have you told your mama what's going on? Like, because I'm concerned at this point, because I don't know what's going to come from it. I don't know what she really, the way she made it seem to me is that she didn't implicate me in any way. However, the bitch did that and then some. So, you know, she told her mama, she told me, yeah, she told her mama or whatever. I'm like, did you tell your mama what you told the doctor, or did you tell your mama the truth? Oh, I told her the truth. And she like, what you mean what I told the doctor? Yeah, bitch, I'm on your ass. So this agent is getting really, really, really impatient with me. Like, he's getting very angry with me because he feel like I'm playing with him, I guess. So fast forward like 5 months for real, because this shit happened in like November 2020. So I want to say, I know it was hot outside. I remember it being hot outside. So it had to be like June, July at this point. I don't know. So goddamn, the agent had then went to, so she ended up, yeah, she told the boss, whatever, boom. She's telling the boss I was a good person, da 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 da. Now, the whole time, man, y'all in the back of my head, I'm like, why are you feeling like you have to tell him all this? If you told him the truth, why the fuck do it matter that I'm a good person? So she talked to her boss. Her boss clicked tight. Her boss just tells her straight up, like, I'm not worried about it. This ain't the first time I've had scripts, come up missing out my office. The most they're going to do is come in. They're going to send an agent down here to talk to us to make sure we know that the prescription's supposed to be locked up in the locker room, in the safe, and we might get fined. But, it's nothing to worry about. So she telling me all this, of course, and I'm like, okay, so he ain't worried about it. Cool. So, maybe we good. So she tells him the agent probably gonna come in and ask him, for a statement on what happened, and then she might have to, say what happened too. And of course, the agent drives all the way from Columbia to the doctor's office to, do his little 1-2. And when he does that, she just so happens to be there on the day that he comes. She just so happens to be there. Her boss tells her, that he wants to talk to her. And what does she do? She goes in there voluntarily and writes a statement on me, telling him the same shit she hadn't already told the doctor, which was all a fucking lie. Let's be clear. you.